Are you tired of being tired all the time? Are you getting a full 7 to 8 hours of deep sleep each night? If not, or you struggle with sleep, then this is for you. We live in a fast paced world where people are working harder, staying connected 24/7, and juggling more responsibilities than ever before. And one of the first things to take a hit? Quality sleep. But it doesn't have to be this way. I'll show you how to reclaim your nights, fall asleep fast, and break free from insomnia. Before we get into the solutions, let's understand why you can't sleep and some insights on what's really going on here. There are three main culprits. The first is mental overload. Whether it's the day's worries, tomorrow's to-do list, or even a stray memory, racing thoughts keep us alert when we need to wind down. And some of us are stuck in a rumination loop. Number two, poor sleep habits. Our evening habits have a huge impact on our sleep quality. Things like scrolling through social media, irregular bedtime, or watching TV in bed prime you to stay awake rather than relax. Unresolved stress or anxiety. You may not fully realize the impact that stress and emotional worries have on you, as your busyness distractions are not there anymore. That little nagging voice pops out, "Hey, there's something you need to deal with." Remember, you're not broken just because you're having trouble sleeping. You just need to unlearn a few bad habits and retrain your mind and body to welcome sleep, that restorative sleep. So let's drill down on how to solve this problem. Step one, create your optimum sleep environment. Creating the right environment for sleep is just as important as any technique that we're going to talk about. This is often overlooked, but is probably 50% of the solution. Think of your sleep space like it's a sanctuary that you're going to spend a third of your life in. Prepare it right, and it will naturally support restful sleep. And the first thing here is lighting. Dim your lights about an hour before bedtime. This signals to your brain that it's time to wind down, mimicking nature's sunset. Harsh, bright lights keep your mind alert, so keep your lighting warm and soft as you prepare for sleep. Second, keep it screen-free. Remove TVs, phones, and screens from your bedroom if you can. Blue light actually disrupts your body's natural melatonin production. That hormone that signals it's time to sleep. Also, a lot of people use the TV to fall asleep. This is a bad practice, and if you can, remove it from your bedroom. 3. Have a comfortable mattress and a pillow. Now, this goes without saying, but it'll be one of the best investments of all time. Remember now, a third of your life is spent here, so your bed should be supportive and inviting. A comfortable mattress and a pillow that suits your sleep style will make a huge difference in avoiding the tossing and turning that keeps you awake. Noise and light distractions. Sound and light are key barriers to sleep. Try some earplugs or a sleep mask, or even use the Zygon Sleep Stereo Mask with built-in earphones that allow you to plug into one of our sleep inducer soundtracks with soothing frequencies that can shift your brain waves into a delta state. By creating your sleep-friendly environment, you're helping your brain and your body prepare for sleep well before your head even hits the pillow. Step 2 in the process: establish a bedtime ritual. Now that you have built your sleep environment, let's focus on your sleep ritual. Just like kids have a bedtime routine, adults also benefit from rituals that signal to the mind that it's time to wind down. Here's a simple 3-part ritual to try out. Go to bed early. Most people find that going to bed early gives them a better quality of sleep. Plus, early bedtimes align with the body's natural rhythms, helping you fall into a deep, restorative sleep. Staying up late and getting less than 7 hours, it's just not optimal. The second are calming activities. About an hour before bed, unplug from the world. Engage in relaxing activities. Take a hot bath, read a physical book, or do your meditation. No exercise, no screens. Quiet the mind and release any lingering worries. Here's a simple relaxation technique. Lie down, take a deep breath in for a count of 4, hold for 4, then exhale for 6. Repeat this 3 times, letting the tension flow out of your body with each breath. It's simple, but it works. It's a way to help you wind down and transition from activity to rest. These simple steps condition your mind to slow down and help your body transition from activity to rest. Next, make some lifestyle adjustments. Now, some of these may seem self-evident, but let's go over them as it will make a huge difference. You want to limit your caffeine and sugar intake. Avoid caffeine and sugar in the late afternoon and evening. These delay the melatonin release, keeping you awake longer after you want to be asleep. Natural light exposure. Our bodies have this internal clock that's set by sunlight. Try to get at least 30 minutes of natural light each morning. This single shift can help you reset your circadian rhythm and promote sleepiness at night. Exercise, but never right before bed. Regular physical activity makes it a lot easier to fall asleep. But if you exercise too close to bedtime, it has the opposite effect. Aim for light evening stretching, yoga, or just a gentle walk before bed. Use sleep mind triggers. Let's get into mind triggers. Here are some simple and powerful techniques that'll help your brain stop racing and drift towards sleep. The rumination trap is the main reason for preventing your brain from slowing down. So let's trigger it to do that. This is the counting sheep method, or counting down from 100, which most people, it doesn't work that well because it's too boring for your mind. But here's a method I created for myself that works most every time. I created dream time scenarios. And it's a visualization exercise where I go somewhere in my mind and live an experience. Now, this experience can be something from my past that has rich and vivid sensory information, or just a place I want to visit from a movie or a photo that I saw. I enter into that and I work with it with my mind, creating characters that I interact with, much like a realistic video game. Here's an example. There was this wonderful place that I went to on Maui that had a beach which was empty of people. And it was in the evening, and I remember laying there with my wife, and we were looking up at the stars and having a conversation about our future and listening to the ocean lap up right near our feet. The sand was, very smooth and soft. And so what I do is I recreate that memory in my mind. Now, the conversation isn't always exactly what we had when we were there, and I extend things and use my imagination to make it more vivid and interesting. But this is a powerful way to relax, and generally within a matter of 2 minutes, I'm sound asleep. You can do the same thing. Pick an experience that's real, that you actually had, or make one up. But use as much vivid imagery as you possibly can, have conversations with the characters that are in your dreamscape vision, and just go there and experience it, and within a matter of a very short period of time, you should be sleeping. This is much like a lucid dream experience as you're directing the conversation, the scenery, the sensory inputs. Okay. Now, finally, the sleep inducer by Zygon is something that you can plug in with your headphones or your sleep mask and use this soundtrack to shift your brain into a delta state, where then deep restorative sleep will happen. If you combine all of these, the sleep mask with earphones, the sleep inducer soundtracks, and the Dreamtime visualization scenario, you can't help but fall asleep fast. These mind triggers, combined with the other prep work that you've done, will solve this problem. And then recondition your mind so that you don't have sleep anxiety where you worry about not being able to fall asleep, which causes you not to be able to fall asleep. So instead of focusing on falling asleep, think of this entire process as letting yourself rest. Take away the pressure and just let go of any pressure to fall asleep. Paradoxically, this shift in focus, often just that, makes sleep come faster. Here's the final takeaway. The path to better sleep involves creating an optimal environment, establishing a sleep ritual, using your mind triggers, and adopting a few key lifestyle habits. And use the Zygon Mind tools, like the sleep inducer, when you need it. Once you experience regular, restful sleep every night, all the other aspects of your life get better too. And remember, great sleep, it's more than just a habit. It really is your natural state of being. You deserve it, and now you're equipped to claim it. Sweet dreams and sleep well.